On the last few episodes of Poop Dynasty, we followed the case of Miss Victoria Evans as George, John, and Pete try to rebuild her kitchen. If you haven't seen the previous 3 episodes, don't worry, I'll recap, though I would prefer if you came prepared next time. Back in March, Pete started fixing Miss Evans' kitchen with no money down on the job.
She just worked.
Since Miss Evans' insurance company did not initially want to pay for the full extent of the damage, George had to negotiate with her insurance company so he could have enough money to pay for Pete and materials to complete the kitchen. This 2-month period waiting for the insurance company to pay out was too long for Miss Evans' liking, and from there she's not only held the eventual insurance checks hostage, she's accused Pete of not only breaking her 30-year-old stove, but she's also been very difficult.
I can't stand that old lady. She's annoying as dude.
And she currently still has the record for the oldest lady to ever cuss me out. When I say cuss me out, every word, top to bottom, 4-letter, everything. 86 years old, but that's Victoria's Secret.
Yesterday, Pete came to put the countertop into Miss Evans' kitchen, but Miss Evans decided she wanted a different color. But when they brought that color, she decided that wasn't good either. So now Pete and the crew returned to finish the cabinets and finally install the countertops. Miss Evans, however, still hasn't decided on a countertop.
So man, we're gonna go with the white one then? With the beige looking one? This one?
I was gonna ask
This
one more about, wait a minute, my neighbor's coming over.
Alright.
Let me get one more opinion.
Okay.
But if I did, you wouldn't have to go back to the Home Depot, right?
Yes, ma'am. Make things a lot faster for us.
She also tends to hover and watch Pete like a hawk, and Pete is not like that.
Mind your way.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Where you need to go with that.
How may I help you, ma'am?
No, I'm fine.
You're in a danger zone right now.
Huh?
You're in a danger zone.
I'm in a danger zone. Well, I'm over here, and you're over there.
Hazard, ma'am. Hazard zone.
Huh?
It's a hazard zone. Construction zone.
I'm
Hey,
aware.
go get the poles.
I have to heat up my coat.
Oh my God, how do you do that? Oh, it kills me every time you tell me that.
I knew that would get you.
Oh my God.
That's why I said it.
She grabs a full cup of Coca-Cola, puts it in a mug, throws it in the microwave for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Soda. Drops a straw in that, and it's good to her.
To Pete's relief, eventually Miss Evans chooses from one of the 2 countertops already at her house instead of making Pete go and retrieve another.
That's perfect. Over here, that's perfect. That's it. Right hand top. Clean up. Doors on.
And with that, progress on the kitchen moves along. With a few hazards here and there.
I was
It's
going
a
over
work
here.
zone. It's a work zone. I can't.
I know, Dave.
I'll give you your kitchen back later when I'm done with
No,
it.
I was going
Sorry, refrigerator.
Oh, okay. My neighbor boy, man, 26-year-old.
But Pete knows how to handle hazards.
Are you trying to tell me something? You dirty dog, you.
That's only my girl says to me, you dirty dog.
Miss Evans' stove is late coming in as she didn't like the first model George bought, and the second had to be special
Hello,
ordered.
George, John, whatever.
Well, I'd like to finish this complete today, G.
We might have to come back with the stove.
I ain't come back here. Man, it's crazy, G. You crazy?
Yeah, don't worry. Just have it so somebody else can install the stove.
I'll tell her. I'll tell her we're having a installation. The company's installing. I'll tell her something like that. I don't know. Make something up. It's really professionally installed. Professionally installed. You heard? It's professionally installed. You gotta plug it in.
Hey, you have to be careful. You'll break stoves like that if you just plug them in.
Yeah. Only with you. What? Jesus Christ, does it ever stop? Because I know I talk too much. I go, you sure right?
I'm not keeping them.
Out the kitchen.
I'm not keeping them.
Let's go.
And
After the countertops and cabinets have been put in, Pete discusses backsplash and has the unfortunate task of telling Miss Evans that her stove isn't going to be here today.
Vinyl, like yellow sheeting or something, whatever.
Well, they have the same sheeting for this exact same color.
Yeah.
We'll do that. But I will do it the next time I come back.
When's that?
If I tell you, you'd probably kill me right now.
Probably.
When your stove comes.
Huh?
When the stove comes. They couldn't come finish it. They gotta
No way. I'm not having this that long.
But after that, a little bit of unpleasantness, progress rolls.
I'm gonna connect my computer to my Xbox.
Johnny, listen to me. I need you.
Oh, so now you need me. Yeah. All right, let's hear that. Let me hear the first part and the second part. Put them together. Tell me what you got.
Johnny, I need you. Johnny, I need you. Johnny, I need you. Johnny,
Like that.
Johnny, I need you. Johnny,
So George allows John to bring Pete some supplies so he can finish up. But it's never that easy with these two.
I knew it. He buys the cheapest. Lasts him 2 days.
Hang on, I get my briefcase. Compressor. He said bring a compressor and a screw gun. This is a compressor.
Thing there. It's not enough pressure to put a nail in there with that little thing.
The red compressor wants a DNA test.
Oh my, what the hell is that?
That's a compressor. It's an air compressor.
What do you guys carry to put in your tires or something? And it doesn't even do that. That thing is tiny. What is it?
No, you hook a. I didn't bring a nail gun.
What is it, a 1 pound?
gallon? No, like
Is it a 1 pound?
It can shoot. It can shoot like trim nails, but you have to wait like 3 minutes for it to compress back up.
After every single shot, right?
Yeah.
Get the
Where you want this stuff?
I don't want that junk. Take it back. Put it in your car. Throw it in the garbage. I don't want it.
All right. Number one, they insulted my compressor. Called it little. Hey, it's not the size of the compressor, it's how they pound the nails.
Pete, that one knob on the left, no left.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well now it may look like it was not all the way in when you look at it sideways.
I see you looking sideways. It's all the way in.
Turn it the way you had before.
The knob?
Here to the left. No, to the left.
It's the light.
Knob. It's the
just
light.
that one.
It's the light on
It
it.
doesn't turn.
This is better. Before it looked.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
right there.
round.
Don't move it.
But it's round. It doesn't matter. Either way. You can't
No,
do nothing
either
about
way,
it.
you
It's
turn it back a little.
360 degrees all the way around. Nice, huh? Nice. You see how we take care of you here?
Richard would like that.
You was good to us. We gotta be good to you.
Richard would like that.
While we're getting closer to the end, there's still the backsplash and the issue of the stove to be resolved. Not to mention the whole back check that George is still a little paranoid about. Your home is your sanctuary. Your fortress at the end of your daily journey. The place where your family becomes family. Where you play and grow. But the tiniest slip, the littlest spill, and the smallest lack of vigilance, and something else can begin to grow. Something insidious, unforgiving, something that threatens to destroy your sanctuary. If your walls could talk, they'd tell you to run. This is where emergency water removal comes in. After you call us, our first responders come to you and provide a free assessment of the damage using electronic moisture detection technology and thermal imaging hardware. They'll show you where and what the problem is and tell you how it's going to be dealt with. So if you've had some water damage, call the experts at Emergency Water Removal, and they'll let you know if you're in the clear or in the grips of a parasite. Welcome back.
Getting a good nap in. We gotta go get backsplash.
To make sure there's absolutely no miscommunication, John is going to take Miss Evans to Home Depot
Have a
himself
seat, man.
so she can pick out the backsplash she wants. Miss Evans, true to form, has a few issues to discuss.
A terrible stove. Does this stove even work?
Yeah. Now that you have these monsters, these cupboards up, and I can't reach. I put glasses just for show up there, and you can't stack 3 stacks of dishes.
Shelves are adjustable.
Where?
See this shelf? See these little pegs? It can go up a little higher. This one can go up a little higher.
I don't need them any higher. God,
All right, would you like to go to Home Depot to pick out a backsplash?
I guess that's.
Look at that big fancy camera. And look at the little kids as you run over them.
Kind of rich looking, isn't it?
It's very fancy.
It's also probably more expensive.
That don't matter. It's George's money. You spend George's money. Who cares? You like it?
I don't know. Do you like it? How many of these do we need, John?
I don't know. You want to do the whole kitchen or just a couple parts?
And so while Miss Evans did try to show the cashier how to check out, it was a relatively painless outing, and so John took Miss Evans to celebrate with ice cream from a gas station.
No, that's not mine.
And the next day, Pete came to put up the backsplash.
You're supposed to have reconnoitered and researched and brought, or come back when you put the stove in, a towel rack where I can't find the old one. That was here. That was here. Because I hang my tea towels on there, and I wash my hands a lot. Okay, and have a hand towel that I drape over. Now you can either get a 3-pronged one so I have a little bit more space, or the one that you took off or took away with the door that you took off of here. There was one on there.
It was. Wait
a minute. Wait a minute. Rows of white here, because you can't put all of the white, because then we were defeating the purpose of the pickup of the end magnificent result.
Finished product.
Finished product, where you pick up a little bit of the flooring with this. Ah, bingo.
So you want it?
Perfect. You
Perfect?
think?
Yeah, that'll work.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
And with Anthony out today, Pete's starting a new guy.
My man Ruben right here. He gonna be the star of the show. Right here.
Unfortunately for Pete, John didn't buy enough glass tiles because that Home Depot was out of glass tiles. John probably could have told Pete this, but I believe his exact words
We call
were,
this a Pete problem.
A what?
A Pete problem. All we have to do is deliver it, and then Pete has to worry about it. We don't have to do anything else.
You took some of those back.
It's not enough. There was not enough, he says, at the store.
Huh?
There was not enough in the store.
Yes, there was. I saw it. I don't lie.
Ma'am, I don't know. I'm not saying you're lying. I don't know. I'm just saying what they told
Because
me.
he went like that.
So what do we need on
Took
this?
some off.
All right, we'll be back later.
He did.
Okay. I believe you. I believe you, ma'am.
I mean, I said, you haven't figured out. He said, yes.
It's wasting time, man. I mean, it's killing me, man. I haven't even had lunch yet, G, running around. So I'm gonna pick that up real quick and come on and knock this out real quick, all right?
so they go to Depot, get the tile, and come back to that welcoming Lawrenceville home.
Well, you have to put those on. I can't have electrical currents not correct. I'm sorry.
I got you, man.
You have to.
That goes over the tile.
I found them for you.
I get them. I'll get them when I'm done. When I'm done, I'll say, ma'am, take a look if I'm missing anything, okay? How's that?
Well, we can't have electrical currents burning through the walls.
No, I'm gonna take care of all this when it's all done.
There's that one.
Hey, plano, Tonielo. All right, here we go. I'm on work mode now, so
And let me empty this water. You don't need that.
let's do this.
Oh, wait a minute. There's something in here.
Más lo que va por encima. No peeking, no peeking, no peeking, no peeking. Ah, you spoiled the surprise.
Wow. Beautiful.
You spoiled the surprise.
Absolutely no. You're amazing.
I try to be.
You're not only a tradesman, you're an artist.
Man, I try.
So with the backsplash put up, the end is in sight. One more visit tomorrow to grout the backsplash, and then another in a few days when the stove comes in, and the job will be done and everyone paid. Maybe.
Ouch, you son of a- This kitchen is awesome.
Oh, beautiful. That's great. Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Evans, we're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's a little bit better to get you comfortable so I can come for my first cooked meal.
Your first cooked meal?
From
Yeah,
you.
Right.
From you.
Oh, well, I don't cook.
You'll be cooking for me. We'll sit down, a little candlelight, a little
Oh,
wine.
wow.
You know? We'll be good.
Candlelight.
Now all that's left is that maybe that I mentioned. And for that, we arrive on tomorrow.
Can you give me my check for the stove now? Why?
Because you promised it to me. I didn't get any checks from the State Farm.
I gave you the check. Remember I signed the one check for $1,500 and gave it back to you?
And go buy your stove.
And go buy my stove.
Yeah,
Well, I thought you were just giving it to me to be nice.
Figure it out.
Out of this, I'll buy a stove.
But I'm giving you
wait.
$1,500 and giving you the stove?
You're giving away free stove, is that and $1,500? George is giving away free stoves and $1,500 cash.
I gave you the check for $1,500.
Here's your
To buy a stove.
$1,500.
Yeah.
Don't take me.
This is probably a good time to say that Miss Evans enthusiastically signed every release form imaginable and welcomed the camera crew into her home to the point where she got our cameraman to not only fix lights in her basement, but even set up her cable. But anytime an argument didn't go her way, she threatened to sue him. This cycle happened every day.
So you had the stove for how long?
Well, I imagine it was here since the thing, but that is beside the point.
Is there anything
You're gonna have
in this bed?
Out of all of my trials and tribulations. And taking 7 months.
Who was the main reason why it took so long?
PCS.
No, it wasn't. Wasn't it the mortgage company?
Well, they held up as far as endorsing the checks a little bit, but the main.
But I have a question. From the time you got the check back, how long did it take until we started?
Don't do that.
Well, once the check came in, and John and I went to stupid because of my brother's ex-son-in-law, who was married to my. Never mind.
How
I
long?
have enough
The
problems.
next day.
I think I don't remember.
Yeah, you know it, right? The next
Yeah,
day.
George, I
So
don't
you-
want to end the discussion.
All right. So okay, so we're good. So Pete will be right back. I'll get out of your life. You'll never see me again. Okay?
It's too bad. It's sad.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'll send you half of it.
Half of what? What can I say? Another saga ends. Don't ever give anybody a check to go buy their own stove and then go buy their stove, because then at the end, you didn't help them out. You screwed them somehow or another, even though the stove was 20 years old.
It's just a special way of saying thank you for the new cabinets, new floor, the free stove, the other free stove, the $1,500 cash back.
You know what? C'est la vie. I can sleep well at night at least. So it's not always contractors that rip off homeowners. Maybe it's homeowners that rip off contractors. Think about it.
Soon after, Pete arrived.
Just because somebody else doesn't do the right thing, we will always do the right thing.
We always
That's
do.
who we are. Those are the type of people we are.
That's true, G. That's what we do.
Yeah.
All right. No problem, man. I'll do
Okay,
it.
man.
All right. Have a
Thanks
good
so
one, Jay.
much, but yep, see you, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
So do I.
If he give you the money to buy a stove or something like that? Give you a check to buy the
It's a
stove?
long story.
I don't want to get involved, but I'm getting jerked at the end now.
Until it wasn't broken beforehand.
Well, I know they owe me, but
Well, not you.
I guess I'm done.
I'm not talking, huh?
I guess I'm not getting paid now.
Outside, Pete ponders possibilities.
So that's the deal we have. Maybe John made a deal with her. She hasn't really liked me yet, you know what I'm saying? Has she? I'm nice to the customers, but business is business, man. You know what I'm saying? He's got to make his profit. I'm not cheap, and he's got 2 kids to feed, bro. No, wife.
But the mood doesn't last long as Pete and the crew wrap up a 6-month ordeal.
Miss Evans, look, I pushed it back. I leveled it for you, and they don't alarm. You see? All 4 of them. See them?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yes.
And it shuts off. It gets warm when it gets really hot, okay? So you know. Everything works. See? Nice, huh?
It'll work.
You see how I take care of you?
Yeah, you do.
I take care of you, all right?
And your crew.
That's what, you know, that's why they call me, right? What they call me? What do they call me, Miss Evans? What's my name? What's my name, Miss Evans? Say it.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Pete?
But they call me Big Poppy.
Or Big Poppy?
That's me, Mama. Big Poppy. And I
Big
make
Poppy?
everybody happy. So you happy with everything now?
Yes.
Everything was done completely? All right, so you're gonna sign off for me now? I'm good? You're good? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool.
I don't care for your owner.
Hold it.
Well, you can't go back on what you said.
Figure it out.
Out of this, I'll buy a stove.
Well, I don't know what issues
Yeah, let's drop it.
you guys had. All I know that I'm getting somehow
Your part.
the short end of the stick on this job. Somehow I got the short end of the stick on this job. I don't know how, but it is what it is.
No, why should you?
As long as you're happy.
Why should you be?
Cause he owes me still like money from the job. He was waiting till I was done
I
completely.
told him I sent him half for the stove.
And so give me half at least then I guess. It's fine. All right, Miss Evans. It's been a pleasure. Sorry about the headaches and everything. I mean, having to do with that. I do my best to make you as happy as I can.
My heart.
You know. Oh, you're cold? I'm hot. That's like a big poppy. I'm hot. I'll see you later.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now that it's all wrapped up, let's go to the numbers. Initially, insurance offered $3,000 for mitigation and reconstruction. Thanks to George, that number ballooned to $11,000 in order to cover additional damage. The first check was $1,500, and Miss Evans kept that to pay for a stove that she didn't pay for. Next was a $4,500 check, which was eaten immediately by materials before the backsplash even happened. With that check gone and Miss Evans pocketing the $1,500 check, George is hoping nothing goes wrong with the holdback money, which the insurance company pays out after the job is completed. Let's check in with that holdback money.
Hang on, the cherry on the ice cream is State Farm takes and issues the holdback check without my name on it.
Oh my God, she's calling back.
Is she? It's really George.
Been a while. I was just ready to take out some trash bags and I had my phone in my pocket. What's up?
I was ready to take. Hey, we have a situation. State Farm said they sent you a check on October 13th.
Whatever they sent. I figured they were reimbursing me for my plumbing bills.
Oh, they're reimbursing you for the plumbing bills. Oh, okay. This will be the first time in history they ever did that. State Farm's gonna call me back tomorrow, and I'll just call you, and we'll talk to you then, okay?
I already have a bank and it's probably spent.
I know, just like.
They didn't say anything that it belonged to I
Hey,
have enough trouble with
hey,
your company. I'm done.
I have a question, Miss Evans. Miss Evans?
Yes?
Did you ever send me the check that you're gonna pay for half of the stove?
Oh, come on now. Maybe I said it at the beginning of an innocent statement because I'm too darn nice for my own good.
Well,
So
you
leave
stole
me alone.
$4,000.
Yes, I'm done.
Why are you done? So remember how you told me?
Otherwise, so goodbye, John and George.
I'm flabbergasted. And you want to know this happened for one reason and one reason only. You want to know why? That man over there, John Jeffcoat. Oh, we're helping out an old lady. Let's help her out. She's a good person.
So none of that either. Alright, now let's recap. The first check from insurance was for $1,500, and it ended up going to Miss Evans to buy her stove, which she ended up making George do regardless. Then there was the $4,500 check, negotiated by George, which was immediately eaten by materials and labor. Then we have the $3,000 worth of holdback money, which was supposed to go to PCS, but has ended up in Miss Evans' hands, and as she said, has likely already been spent. So at the end of the day, when you look at the scoreboard, Miss Evans reigns supreme.
So what did we learn from this crazy job with Miss Evans? You know what I've noticed, John?
What's that?
Every single one of the customers that you talk to turn out to be as crazy as you are.
Don't help bat poop crazy people. You can't help people that don't want to be helped.
So were we right to wait for the check?
We even waited for the check and still weren't right.
So we waited for the check, and then we bought her a stove 2 times.
2 stoves, go ahead.
Two times because she didn't like the stove.
And you paid for
Both
stove
of
1 and stove 2?
2, yes. Stove
1 and 2? Sorry, was that?
1 and 2.
1
yeah,
and
1
2. Okay.
So, and
which was more expensive, stove 1 or stove 2?
2. Stove 2 was more expensive. What can I say? Well, hopefully we'll make money on the next one.
Next time I tell you they're bat poop crazy, you gonna believe me?
Nah.
I'm a biologist. I know bat poop.
No, actually, I'm gonna still get kicked in the nuts again, probably.
Tell you what, next job, pretend 10 grand. I'll do it for 8 and kick you in the nuts.
It's probably going to be something like that too.
Johnny, I need you. 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 Johnny, I need you.
Hello, Pete. Could you have picked a more inconvenient time to call?